Peace. What's good? This is your brother C Knowledge, aka Doodlebug from the world famous Diggable Planets.
Hey yo, this your man CHJ of Duck City. This your man in the cut of Duck City.
Hey yo, this is Ed Dav.
Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Hells, yeah.
Rockin' Yellow in the building, and we turned up.
Yeah, it's your boy Neff Dallas, and I'm rocking with the Mixtape Show.
To the Mixtape Show.
Mixtape Show. Mixtape Show.
The Mixtape Show.
The Mixtape Show.
My main man, DJ Kawan.
DJ Kawan.
DJ Kawan.
With DJ Kawan, blessing them like the Holy Quran.
Fire Rock Zone, Kawan J.
Let's go!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mixtape Show. It's time for the Artist of the Week interview, and this week's Artist of the Week interview is brought to you by Guilty Da Vinci. And joining me on the line, man, calling in, we got the homie himself, Judah Priest, calling in. And first of all, man, thank you for doing this with us, man. I know your time's important, so I definitely appreciate you, sir.
Well, thank you all for having me on your platform. You know what I mean? Like, it's an honor.
Thank you. Honor is all ours, man. Well, quick background on our listeners, man. A lot of our listeners, we're seasoned hip hop heads, and we know the history of hip hop. So, but we also have some young cats who may be new to the show, who are trying to get to know, they knowing some of the history and stuff like that. So, but I'm not gonna hold you up too long, man. If you don't mind, just kind of giving us a quick background on Judah Priest as an artist, man. Kind of like and all of that.
The humble beginnings, man. Every day is humble for me. You know what I mean? Just to be able to share this gift, this art. You know what I mean? For the culture. You know what I mean? To still stay relevant after all these years is always an honor. So, everybody know me as Judah Priest from Wu-Tang Clan's Brooklyn Zoo, ghetto government officials, 144,000 chosen few, GT management, hands-on entertainment. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm just a straight-up hip-hop head.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I studied the game. I've been in the game, and I'm still studying.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everyday progress.
Exactly. Every day is a new learning lesson, right?
Every day.
Now, you kind of got in at an early age, man. I noticed you kind of got in. You came in under the Brooklyn Zoo umbrella with Old Dirty and them. And how was that experience for you at that age, man, to kind of get started? And that's like tours. You in?
Shit, it's rough. You know what I mean? It's rough. You know what I mean? Being a product of Brooklyn Zoo, which is an extension of Wu-Tang. And it wasn't just Brooklyn Zoo. No, I was surrounded and groomed. Capadonna, Killer Priest, Hellraiser. I mean, but what made the situation pleasant but worse at the same time is my older brother happens to be Buddha Monk from Brooklyn Zoo. I mean, if anybody know about Old Dirty Bastards, you already know Buddha Monk was right by his side. You know what I mean? So coming up under that tutelage, I mean, it was like a lot of life lessons, but it was good. It was good lessons. You know what I mean? It equipped me to be the individual, the artist that I am today.
Yeah.
I don't think artists nowadays can get through what I went through. Being able to go to the studio, watching everybody write their rhymes, record their rhymes, and just have to sit there. You know what I mean? I don't think a lot of artists nowadays could understand, you know what I mean, what it is to have a position. And I mean, like, you have to handle that position. Like, you think you're an artist, you know what I mean, but you carrying everybody's bags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit the tour bus, you know what I mean? I never had to do the Puff Daddy and make it a band. I never had to go, you know what I mean? Go get somebody some Cambodian breast milk and cheesecake. That wasn't happening.
But you did kind of have to go through the kind of like learning the ropes and kind of
yeah.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Most definitely, you know what I mean? Like, them people don't do boot camps no more. I think that's what's really missing inside this game. I think that's why this hip hop game is the way that it is. And I mean, it's so, don't get me wrong, I still love the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I still love the music industry. You know what I mean? But I don't think that artists today can actually go through boot camps. A lot of artists is really mad impatient. You know what I mean? Go to the studio, get a quick mix, You know what I mean? Not even the final mix and the master, but as soon as you leave the studio, it's on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, SoundClick, whatever. You know what I mean? They don't know about understanding and really learning. That's why I want the hip hop game and the music industry just to really go back to. You know what I mean? Teaching and giving opportunities to younger inspired artists. You know what I mean? They really got to really work for work for your position. Exactly. Master that position, get them jewels and take those jewels that you learn and apply it and give it to somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I definitely understand that, man. I always thought mentorship is always an important part in any aspect of life, and especially this music industry. It's kind of like a lot of people don't have that, and they think they know all the answers when they realize they don't know all the answers, and that's when trouble usually happens for them. You know, they get taken advantage.
When you think about it, you got mentorship in the NBA, you got mentorship in the NBL, the NFL. You know what I mean? But why not in the music industry? Why not in the hip hop culture?
Exactly.
Watch this. I'm gonna prove a point real quick. I like to prove points.
Okay.
Just so people don't think that I'm just talking outside of the box. You know what I mean? Vince Carter is 42 years old. He got his start with the Toronto Raptors, played for the Phoenix Suns, went to the Dallas Mavericks, played with the New Jersey Nets, went to a couple championships, never won with the Nets. You know what I mean? Him and Jason Kidd was together. But at 42 years old, he just signed another contract for his final year with the Atlanta Hawks. And for the last 3 years, you know what I mean, he's not the same player that he once was, but what can't be taken from him is the experience and the knowledge. And he signed the contract just to mentor upcoming NBA stars, the future stars. So why we can't do that, you know what I'm saying, in the industry? See, this is why, like I said, the industry is in disarray. And, like, you know, I had a conversation yesterday. I was on another interview. You know, our generation, you know what I mean, beats with this new generation. But I feel as though that our generation disrespects the new generation, but want the new generation to give us the respect, you know what I mean, because, you know, quote, unquote, we opened up the doors. But the reason the things is the way that it is today is because we hate. You know what I mean? Like, why? Just in the hip hop community, you know what I mean? Each generation hated on the next. You know what I mean? Why we can't share jewels and whatnot and build with the upcoming artists, you know what I mean? The stars of tomorrow. Exactly. Even though they're not doing it the way that we do, that we did it, you know what I mean? We still can teach them. Like, it's no need to go at the next one. Like, yo, mumble rap is trash. Listen, I like certain mumble rappers. Shout out. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Designer. You know what I mean? He's straight New Yorker. I don't care how he sound. Like, he from Chicago. They from New York. You know what I mean? Because like you know, and like I said, like I was saying something yesterday, and I had this argument all the time with my boy. We only hate on this new generation because it's not what we are accustomed to. We grew up with that boom bap sound. You feel me? So that's always going to be indoctrinated in us. But this new music ain't for us. You know what I mean? This new music for these little kids. We are grown. We are not supposed to relate to what they're going through now because we grown, been there, done that. It's just being done in a different way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But we can't knock them. You know what I mean? We should aspire. You know what I mean? We should be like, okay, so what's your thoughts or ideas? Well, this is how we did do it. This is what I would do it. Let's meet at the middle of the table and make, you know what I'm saying, and make a better situation.
Exactly. And like you said, man, that's not for us because we grew up on one thing. But even remember back when we were coming up, our uncles and parents didn't even like what we were listening to because they were like, oh, they not Run DMC or they not this or they not that. You know what I mean? So,
but see, well, where do we draw the line? Where do we actually break that curse?
Exactly.
Where do we break the chain? Because here, like, again, I like to talk. I like to talk and prove points so people can understand. I'm not just talking to talk. Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I mean? You have remember they came out of the discotheque. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember, rock and roll and discotheque and all the funk was beefing with rap because it was new, it was different. It was, you know what I mean, it was something fresh and nobody understood it. Then you get the Melly Mel's, You get the Grandmaster Flashes. They doing their thing. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yo, remember when the next group of hip hop came in? How all them old heads, all those OGs, all those founding fathers, the forefathers, hated on them new generations? What is this Run DMC?
Uh-huh.
yo, do you remember when Run DMC was beefing with LL and they was on the same label?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then everybody from that era beef with the next. They was like, what is this X Clan?
Mm-hmm.
What is this 5% Nation?
Uh-huh.
What's this NWA gangster rap?
Yeah.
Ice-T, what? Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we and then the next generation, that's when the Woos and the Biggies and everybody came, and they was hating on that. Then you bump it up. You got Rockefeller. Then you got Nelly rapping. Then start singing R&B. I don't know what he was into. You know what I mean? But they hated on that.
Yeah.
And the generational curse continues, and it still continues to this day.
Exactly.
Let me ask this one question. I like having hip hop conversations, and I talk a lot, so feel free to cut me off.
No, go. Yeah, no, this is your time. I mean? I'm with it.
But yo, understand this though, right? Again, I like proving points. And anybody don't like what you know what I mean? Look, this is my opinion. This is my truth. I live in my truth. All right, if you don't like it, you don't gotta agree with it. So what? Okay, you know what I mean? But watch this though, and this is really for the OGs. We like what we like, and you know what I'm saying, our opinion is biased because it's based on what we like already.
Mm-hmm.
So I challenge this: if we took Busta Rhymes, Twister, Bone Thugs and Harmony, who else? Jazz O, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we took them out our era and put them in this era, what would they be?
They probably consider them mumble rappers right now.
Exactly. So the fact that they did it in that era, how is that different? You know what I'm saying? Lazy Bone and Crazy Bone both came out and challenged the Migos. They said, like, yo, if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't be doing that style. We birthed mumble rap.
Mm-hmm.
That right there shows you that our opinions on this new music is biased as hell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, honestly, man, I think what it is that the artists that who are the ones who like you said, spread the knowledge and kind of sit down and talk with those are the ones that the corporate entities try to box out. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that they can pass on those jewels to these artists. So they kind of box them out of certain situations where they can get a hold of these kids to talk to them about that kind of stuff.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Glad you said that, because with what you just said right there is what I always say.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why hip hop and the music industry is the way it is now is because it's our fault, because we became selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We became selfish. We ain't want to give jewels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Remember self-destruction?
Definitely.
Remember we all in the same gang?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And that was before the Klan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? we was united. You know what I mean? No matter what borough you from or what city or state you from, like, yo, we all in the same gang.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, yeah, with them and the native tongues and all of them, it was all about the positivity and all that kind of stuff.
So,
exactly.
So, like, I reference this, like, yo, I'm a history buff.
Mm-hmm.
The same question I have about hip hop is the same question I have about the black community.
Mm-hmm.
Where did we go wrong? Where did we go from we shall overcome to F everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a quick turnaround. In blink of an eye, everybody was at one of each other's neck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we just got hit with water hoses and batons and dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Standing arm to arm, united.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Wake up the next morning, it's like, yo, man, F that nigga right there.
Yeah. And like you said, it's not that far removed, because I got a great grandmother who's 96 still alive, and she tells me these stories and she remembers it like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? So it's just like I said, probably the same type of situation, bro. They box out the ones who really want to help us out and kind of block them out and silence the message in the messenger. You know what I mean? In certain situations. So
I mean, when you think about it too, is our substance is our substance. So I mean, I hear a lot of people say that, you know, with this new music, there's no substance. Yes, because you're grown, so you can't relate to what they are saying, but this is their everyday.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the biggest fact of what we have to stop doing though. We have to stop classifying certain artists as hip hop artists. Just because they come out with a rap don't mean that they're hip hop artists.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to say Wale is a hip hop artist, I'm gonna agree with you. If you want to say J. Cole is a hip hop artist, I'm gonna agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Kid Cudi, to an extent, he's on the borderline. I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right. But there's no way in hell Lil Uzi Vert, who blatantly said, I'm not a hip hop artist. I'm a rock star.
Rock star, yeah.
And everybody, remember he was on the radio when he said that, and everybody tried to clown him.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your favorite beat? He's like, yo, RoboCop. But he couldn't spit the RoboCop. Here's the thing that nobody understood. This dude's favorite artist in the world. I don't know if I can cuss on here, so like I'm.
No, you good? No, go for it. Yeah, let it go.
Oh, word. Yo, this dude's favorite fucking artist is Marilyn Manson. So you expect him to rap over a RoboCop beat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little Yachty.
Yeah.
Again, I listen to certain things. I don't agree with everything, but again, I'm old as fuck in this hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop game. I understand my truth. I support though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not hip hop. Just because he would, the Migos shouldn't even be considered hip hop. You know what I mean? Here's the thing: they don't even consider themselves as hip hop artists.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So why should we put them in a category if they tell you they're not in that category, right?
No, a better question is why do we?
Exactly. I hear you, bro.
Hey, yo, I'm looking at my son on the football field right now. It's something amazing, man.
Is he what age group is he in?
He and the 9 to 10-year-old, like, you know, I mean, other than this hip hop thing, man, I do acting, but I coach a little league football.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Right now, my son is, he was a free agent. He won a championship 2 years in a row. I feel honored because I was his coach.
Congrats on that. Congrats. Well, I'm not gonna hold you up, man. I'm not gonna hold you up. How about this, man? Let's talk about
man.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not coaching right now. He out here catching deep passes.
Okay.
We can talk, son.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the new music, man. I know you got some new music on the way, and we got a couple singles that got submitted to us. We're gonna play out to the interview, man. What's that body of work looking like right now that you're working on?
Say that one more time, my lord. I had a truck go by.
Okay, no, I know you got some new music coming out, and you got some new music on the way. Let's talk about that real quick.
Man, yeah, son. You know what I mean? The most higher Howard Shah. You know what I mean? He blesses me with this talent. You know what I mean? This gift. You know, and he gives me the inspiration and the words to pen down on paper. You know what I mean? So watch this. Wait, I'm sorry. My daughter right here looking at me. She don't even know this name. Sweetie Bird. Daddy! Oh my God, Daddy!
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Watch this. Daddy's on the radio. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Good.
Say my name's Tweety.
My name's Tweety.
Hey, Tweety.
Yeah, that's my son's twin sister right there. You know.
Nice.
But no, you know it's a blessing. That's a blessing right there. I'm on the radio, baby. Okay, I'm on the radio. I'm gonna talk to you in a second. Important self for that.
Okay.
I mean, I like, to me that's organic, though. I want the fans to hear that, man. I'm indoctrinated with, with my kids, man.
Same here.
I'm blessed to have a 20-year.
Same.
Blessed to have a 20-year-old, a 14-year-old, and 9-year-old twins.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? It's good. It's good to be in their life. You know what I mean? It's good to be participating.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes with the music, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just released a new album this past November called Rise of an Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's doing amazing. I'm currently signed with Hands On Music Entertainment / Method Lab. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hands On and Method, man. That's their label. The same label Method signed to also, Method Man, for all those who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The Street Life also from Wu-Tang. Yeah, I'm working on this new project that's untitled right now. But I will say that the music sounds amazing. It is way different than all the other bodies of work. From the vocal tone of my voice, to me getting back down to that gritty.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, dope, man. So let me ask you this, man. Like you said, we just kind of touched a little bit on it with the family, man. Over the years, with you growing as a man and still putting out music, how's that experience been for you? As you've seen yourself grow and seeing the world change around you compares to your music, how's that been for you?
I mean, you know, when it comes to music and it comes to like an everyday life, you know, I try to separate the two, but the maturer I get, you know what I'm saying, with you know what I mean, with my everyday, man, the maturer that I get with my music. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Being a father plays a big part. You know what I mean? Being a business owner plays a big part. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just constant elevation on both aspects. You know, it's more than music with me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I do acting. I own a studio. I own a brand, 144,000 chosen few, and 144,000 the brand. You know, so it's just like I said, it's just constant elevation, man. The fame for me is being an inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, I'm back at school. I go to Full Sail University. You know what I mean? Getting this bachelor's degree in engineering, you know,
Nice.
audio engineering and science. You know what I mean? So every steps that I'm doing is guided steps that I want to use to inspire others, no matter what age that you are. I'm not even know. I'm saying that I'm not old, people. You know what I mean? Don't let the two gray hairs fool you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I'm leaving a legacy for my seeds, you know what I'm saying? And I'm leaving inspiration for all those that has accompanied me on this journey. You know what I mean? I was able to learn from others and to adapt into that elevation. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Dope.
And
Dope.
that's all I want to do is just look to aspire and just continue to have forward momentum.
Definitely
And
dope.
not just because people associated with Wu Tang. You see what I'm saying? Like this is my own standpoint, my own everything. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
shout out to my brothers.
Definitely, man. It's dope, man. It's always dope to see people like yourself still active in the world, just doing positive things, man. I always love seeing that kind of stuff, and it's cool that social media helps with that too, because when you're like, man, I wonder what so and so's doing. You can kind of look them up and see what they got going on, man. It's always a beautiful thing, and
You know, and I mean, like, you know what? I love social media for that aspect, man, because I get to share more than just the music, man. Like, you know, my everyday life, man. People see me with my kids all the time.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My daughter, like my twins, they 9.
Mm-hmm.
I be on Facebook Live and Instagram Live in the studio. My 9-year-old daughter knows how to work software to record. You know what I mean? And I want the world to see that, man. And
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't do it, but I don't want the accolades. Like, oh my God, he's an amazing father. Nah, it's not that, God. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to show is like, yo, you know, we all ain't deadbeats. We you know what I'm saying? My kids have a focal point. They have me in their life. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
actually, I work a 9 to 5 job. I ain't scared the minute I work in a group home. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? I love just being an inspiration. I love, you know what I mean, to allow people to see my guided steps.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like this for me is more than music. You know what I mean? I'm in the communities.
Mm-hmm.
And also I'm in the charities. You know what I mean? So I'm not just an advocate. You know what I'm saying, for social and climate just because injustices happen. I do this 24/7.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean? I talk about the injustices. Like when you talk about my music and all that. This is the things that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because we as artists, be honest with you, whether you rap, you sing, you can do music in sign language. We have a responsibility. You know what I mean? That on our platform, that we bring awareness, constant awareness. If we can't expect change if we are not being changed ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Too many people use the social medias for the wrong thing. Yo, we're going to get these bitches. We're going to get this weed. We're going to drink this liquor. Y'all get in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that sounds cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Well, brother, man, I definitely appreciate you spending time with us here at the Mixtape Show, man. And anytime you want to come back to promote anything, man, if it's music, personal life, a new TV show, just let us know,
Hey,
man. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful seeing people like yourself just kind of still doing what you love, man, and being a positive influence in the world, let alone just hip hop, man.
man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for letting me, you know what I mean? You know, share myself and talk my shit. You know what I mean? I
No
salute
problem.
y'all, and I definitely would love to come back. You know what I mean? Shout out to my management, GT Management. Shout out to 144, Ghetto Government, Brooklyn Zoo, Bullies. Y'all already know, man.
Definitely. Doors always open here, bro. We definitely appreciate your time here. Ladies and gentlemen, the homie Judah Priest joining us here in the Mixtape Show, man. And go out there and win us another championship this year. All right, man?
All right, man. That's the goal.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man. Enjoy that family, bro.
You too. Peace.
All right, peace.